one of the projects that started very early in this whole effort, actually it started before the beginning of our work in California. I had a book that I had written when we were back east, and it was originally called From Industrial Power to Lasting Peace, and I went to Harvard Divinity School, and while I was there I took an English course on Harvard Yard, and turns out that I had a wonderful professor, and previously all my English courses were in the engineering school, and they were the dullest thing ever. And so when I got into the English department at Harvard, that was a whole different thing. And this, I talked with this professor privately and told him about the book From Industrial Power to Lasting Peace, and he got interested in it and helped me to rewrite it. And so I had a lot of help at that level, and it's not a very long book, but it has a lot to do with the work that the General Assembly is doing, and sort of a philosophy of the global civilization. And so it covers science and philosophy, the arts, it covers nature, which would be related to the environment, and also the number of different areas, looking at, I remember sort of the philosophy of the society as it is, contrasted what it needs to be. And so the first part of the book, which is the shorter part, has to do with people living in this rather disconnected age where there's no sense of particular connection and meaning, and how people live as a result of that. And then we start looking at the future and what is needing to happen in order for things to come into more perspective. And so in the process, it got rewritten. It was done, in the 50s and early 50s, and then since then I've been bringing it up to date little by little. And so the name changed it from Technological Power to Lasting Peace. And so in that process, it helps it to be more contemporary, but at the same time it's a broad look that just sort of undergirds the work that's going on of people being concerned about nuclear disarmament and about global climate change and all the different things that are in such great confusion and lack of clarity at the moment, and trying to give some perspective to that. So it's only 100 pages or so, but it's a lot of very important perspective on what's going on. And so I want to get that published after I get through with the different scriptural materials, so that it can be, seen as in relationship to the work that's going on in the General Assembly. I think it will help that whole notion to have some stability. And I've had it out there on occasion, but it's never been published. It's just in Xerox form. So now we hope to publish that next year's project.